Hi, my name's Ruth and I work for the University of Winchester. I'm going to go through in this quick video some of the details if you're choosing to apply to us from Northern Ireland and what it might be like when you come to live here. First of all, where are we? Winchester is based in the south of England, and if you're coming to visit us, you're likely to fly direct into Southampton Airport. Gatwick and other London airports are also not too far away if that's your preferred option. We have a lot of students who will fly in from Belfast City Airport and catch the train up to the campus. It's a really short walk and actually quite an easy journey to do once you've landed. I would suggest taking a look at our virtual tour. It's not quite the same as going to visit, but it will give you a good flavour of the buildings, where we're based, and what some of the centres look like. Each of the purple pins can be explored further by going inside the buildings and taking a look at the facilities on offer. The university was established in 1840, so we have historic roots, but also a contemporary feel with exciting new buildings having been developed over the last 15 years. Here you can see some of the buildings from our King Alfred and West Downs quarters, which are really based on the main part of campus. The bottom right we have our Winton building, which is the centre of campus and houses student services. On the left we've got the King Alfred Centre, which houses our student union, food hall, learning cafe and bookshop. There's a lot of services available on campus, so once you've moved in, you don't have to go too far. We have many students already who travel from Northern Ireland to come and study with us. So I've asked a few of them what advice they would give to students who are applying at the moment. Here you can see Neve is talking about trying to visit. Now at the moment we know this is quite difficult, so certainly use the virtual tour to get an understanding of what it's like to study with us. Also what I would say is it might be that even after you've applied, much like Neve did, you can then come and visit us and get an understanding of what the campus is like, perhaps later in the academic year. Abby is another one of our students who I think would probably say she was quite unsure before she chose and settled on Winchester as her university of choice. But what she does comment on is that actually, although she's quite a long way from friends back home, she actually has been able to make lots of new friends during her time on campus. One thing to mention quickly about the courses that you might be studying with us, lots of them such as nursing and primary education, you can take back to Northern Ireland if you choose then to return home. So although you're gaining these qualifications in England, they are easily transferable. To find out more about our courses more generally, take a look at Find Your Course on our website and you can get a full detailed list of all the different options that we offer. One of the areas students very often choose to take part in is study abroad. So although you've perhaps already travelled to us from Northern Ireland, you can actually then choose to travel further away if you want to, maybe just for a term or a few weeks or maybe a full academic year. You can have a look at the opportunities on our website to see if some of these would suit you. Living away from home can be different no matter where it is you choose to study. We have a huge range of accommodation that's available and the majority is on campus or in managed housing close to where the university campus is. We've got flats of up to 6 or 8 students and actually what you will find very quickly is you find friends with those people that you're living with. We also have residential assistants who are there to support you while you move in but also during your time in student accommodation. Very often students will bring quite a lot of things from home to make them feel like a home from home. I asked our current students what they missed from back home. Now, wherever you go to study, if you're away from home, there might be certain things you miss. I was surprised that so many listed Theo Crisp as a particular favourite, but also actually that some of the things they missed weren't specific people or places, but actually a general sense of home. What was interesting is that lots of our students spoke about actually being proud of where they came from, and that they were really pleased to be able to bring a bit of Northern Ireland into England when they came to study. Studying in England, you will have access to your tuition fee loan, maintenance loan, and any means tested grants. The only thing that will have an impact is whether or not you choose a university in London or elsewhere in England. Winchester would class as elsewhere. To find out exactly how much you might be entitled to, visit Student Finance NI and use the calculator there to identify how much finance you might be eligible for. I asked our current students what things they'd perhaps not thought about or that they thought would be different when they came to study in England. The cold was one issue. We are considerably further south than some universities, and actually they noticed it was particularly warmer than when they went back home. And also the accent, actually just hearing it in the people around you, and there's always certainly going to be somebody who's going to try and copy it, probably badly, but you know, it's certainly a talking point in terms of when you first move in to your student flats. One of the other things our current students said they didn't realise was how many people from home would want to visit. So some will have parents come down and visit perhaps every semester, others might have friends from other universities across England coming and visiting for weekends or breaks. Winchester's great because there's lots on offer in the cathedral town, and it's a really nice place to show off when you have visitors come to stay. So, deciding if Winchester's for you is a big decision. Make sure that you have a look at the virtual open days. They're a great opportunity to understand a bit about the course, but also where it is you might be living if you've chosen to come and study in England. One of the other things that I would really kind of encourage students to do is have a look at actually how you might travel home at the end of term, what the local area is like, and what the extra things are that are on offer in the geography near us. These can be really important in helping you feel settled in the new place you have chosen to live. And you can speak to our current students on Ask a Student, available on our website, to ask them any questions about what it's really like to live at university and be away from home. So I hope that's given you a flavour of what it might be like coming to study in England from Northern Ireland. Obviously, if you've got any questions, please do get in touch with us and we can hopefully answer them. We also have some students who are currently with us from Northern Ireland who we can put you in touch with if you have any specific questions.